What's up guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to put Grindrails on a scooter. It's going to be so sick. No, but really, I'm going to teach you guys how to put Grindrails on your scooter. I get multiple DMs a day asking how to do it, so now I'm finally here to explain how to finally put Grindrails on your scooter. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so the material I use is this material called Delrin. I use this material because it's not only strong, it's also very slippery, so you won't get hung up on ledges and stuff and rails. So, good stuff. Alright, so on my previous deck that all you guys have seen before, I put 10 screws across, and what I did is I put this basically aluminum anchor in the back, and what that does is it anchors the first two bolts right here and right here into like a solid to a solid piece.
Alright, so we're going to put in 8 screws. Our first screw will be at 1. Our last screw is going to be at 20, and we're going to do them 2 3/8 inches apart.
Alright, so right now we're making the piece that the Grindrail is going to really screw into, and the thing that's going to protect the back dropouts. So yeah, we're just going to cut these into shape. I'll show you what they look like afterwards. Our little dropout square is now almost done. Essentially what it's going to do is it fits right through there, and if you look at it, it makes it flush. Makes it flush, that way when the Grindrails sit on it, it has like a flat platform all the way across. Alright, so out of that solid block of aluminum, we made the dropouts. As you can see in one of them, I put threads, and I put basically a big cutout in the other one. So that way when the bolt goes through, it's nice and flush. And it's kind of like the Brandon James deck, because I don't ever intend on running pegs on a square dropouts. So that's why I made it like that. We have the dropouts in the back. The bolt just threads right into the other one. Alright, so the most crucial part of putting Grindrails on your scooter is getting good bolts. So what I use is M5 3mm Allen key bolts. Yeah, basically we're just going to tap the deck. We're going to tap the deck through the sidewall and this first edge right here. Although district decks have Grindrails that I'm not a huge fan of, these extra walls actually do provide good support to anchor your bolt through. Yeah, it's just going to be like that. Right now we're lining up where we're going to tap the screws at. On my previous deck we put 10 screws across, but I had a few screws go missing and it was still good, so we're just going to put 8 on this one. Alright, so now we have the deck rail with the holes drilled in it on the side of the deck, and we're lining up the holes to the deck. Now we put little dots in the side of the deck so we know where to tap the screws at. All we did is we just got the Grindrail with where the holes are, and we just lined it up and drilled tiny little holes in the side. So yeah. Right now we're drilling the holes in the deck before we tap it. Right now we're tapping the deck so that way the screws have something to screw into. Yeah, so we have to do all these holes. And once all these holes are tapped, that's when we can put the deck rails on. Countersinking the deck rails so the bolts fit nice and flush. Nice and flush. Alright, so after I tapped all the holes in the side of the deck, I had to like immediately leave to the airport. So yeah, I apologize for that. Now I'm in my grandparents' garage. But yeah, so I'm going to show you the finished product right now. I basically just screwed the M4 bolts into the side of the deck. I can imagine you guys know what it looks like when a screw goes into a hole. So yeah, I'm just going to show you guys the finished product really quick. I put grip tape on it. It looks really nice. So yeah, now my scooter deck is all wide and good for 50/50s and everything. To be honest, Grindrails have actually like completely changed my riding. I'm gonna be real with you. The amount of tricks that I've learned and been able to learn, and just a lot of tricks that have gotten easier just because of the width of my deck, and also just having that really slick edge has just elevated my riding to like a whole different level. I'm actually very stoked that My dad actually is the one that came up with the idea of making the wider deck. I came home from the skate park one day and I was just like mad. I was like, I just want a 5 wide deck so bad, because at the time, actually currently, District still doesn't make a 5 wide deck, so I just really wanted a 5 wide deck. And my dad was like, oh, we could just put these strips on the side. And I was like, oh, for sure. I guess that would work. He's like, all right, let me see your deck. And I got it back, and I was really skeptical at first. I didn't really know what to expect. I'd never seen anyone with it before. But hey, I've been running those Grindrails. I probably ran them for like 6 months, to be honest. And my dad said they would last maybe a couple of weeks. So I'm actually really stoked on how they've held up and how they've done. Well, I know there's a few other ways to do it besides me. Regan Thompson made a really good video on how to do it like him. He's killing in Australia. He has a sick scooter shop called Syndicate Scooters. Go check him out. He's really awesome, and yeah, he really knows how sick Grindrails can really be for your scooter. It kind of takes, like I said before, it takes your scooter into like a different level. Also shout out, there's this kid named White Trash Jerry. I know he put skateboard deck rails on his deck. I've heard a few people try that before. They put them on the sides and the bottom. I've never personally tried it, so don't comment below if that'll work or not, because I honestly don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys want more stuff like this, you guys want more like scooter hack kind of stuff, I could do that if that's something you want to see. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Undialed, me and Clayton on Instagram. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Peace.